I'm going to start recording now because we only have half an hour until we have to get on the Challenger call, and I'm really excited about this call, so I want to get as much time as we possibly can. A few quick updates. If you haven't already seen, as of this month, you can do the all access with Performance Line. So that's really awesome for the people who maybe already have Shakeology or whatnot. So that is offered as a challenge app. You can also do the UV2 all access. I don't see many of us really marketing that, but if you do, let me know if you have questions and I will give you information on that. We're on week 3 of the Shaun T calendar if people are still doing that. And then next Monday, the 12th, is when Shaun T's new workouts will start being released. And I'm like nervous, excited about that. I'm like, they're obviously going to be harder than what we're doing now. And this is already killing me. So we'll be all in that together.
If today was Speed 2.0, I am like not looking forward to 4.0.
Yeah, 3.0 is next week. And then 4.0 is what he's coming out with. I'm like, yeah, great.
Today was my favorite because it was like so difficult, but like I did the whole thing with no breaks, but it was a good workout. But I'm like, uh-oh, 4.0 is going to kill me.
Yeah, 4.0 probably is going to kill us, but that's okay. We'll all be in it together. My schedule is going to change for the summer. So one-on-one calls. This is what it's going to look like. I'm going to open up different slots on Tuesday. Some will be morning, some will be afternoon. I have not decided about evening. I think it'll just be morning and afternoon open. And then Wednesday night, where I'm only going to be getting on Team Simply Beautiful. Well, my Diamond call and then Team Simply Beautiful. I'm not going to do Wednesday night calls. I will open up Sunday nights because I know some people need the evenings. So I'll open up Sunday nights like they are now, but I'll probably have some more slots available because my goal for the summer is to be doing my power hour in the morning, something we're going to be talking about, doing all my stuff in the morning and actually trying to get some future summertime. You know, I'm going to try to be at the pool and do things that I don't do for myself. And I also have homework and I want the evenings open because I know in the school year, they're not going to be open because I'm going to be working my business in the evening. So I'm going to try really, really hard. The luxury of this business is we get to make our hours, but I tend to fall in the I want to make everyone happy realm. And I say, well, I'll just do what works best for everybody else. And I'll sit at my computer every night of the week because that's the easiest thing to do. And Kelsey's not happy with me about that. So I am going to change and I am going to give myself some time and I'm going to give my husband and I some time to grill out or do whatever and not sit at my computer all night. So I will post that tomorrow and kind of lay out the details to those calls. So what we are going to talk about today, which I'm super excited about, is we are starting, it'll either start mid this week, may even start tomorrow if I get really ambitious and get these graphics done. We are going to be split up into groups of 3. Okay? It's going to be a new coach, somebody who's been on the team for a little while, and then I'm going to have a leader on the team. Okay? So we'll be in groups of 3. In those groups of 3, you're going to get put into like a messenger with those 3 people. So for the month of June, that's your team. So it's kind of like we're doing our own team cup, but in groups of 3. I will have a spreadsheet that you guys will fill out. And in your spreadsheet, you're going to write Success Club points. So we'll track those and then we'll get points for those and your whole team's points will add up. But I'm also going to do a topic of the day. So if you go and post about it, you bring a point to your team. If everyone from your team posts about it, you get 5 extra points. The team with the most points at the end of the month will get a prize. So it'll be different things like that. So it'll be you get points for Success Club points, you get points for that. If you log a journal of your personal development for the month or the time that we do it, if you write down, even if you, it can literally be like the universe has your back. 6, 5, 15 minutes. Next day, 6, 6, 20 minutes, 10 minutes, you know, whatever. If you keep a log of that in the amount of time, you will add 10 extra points to your team's total. Because I feel that's way more important than any of the other stuff that we get. And so I need to be doing this as well. Okay? So that, I'm just going to say it. That's going to kick off tomorrow. Okay? Well, we need to think of like a creative name for this. Team. Not cup, because we already have team cup. Well, did you like how I put like just do you June, or what did I put? Just what's in the team page? I don't remember. Just be you June. So we'll kind of go with that same theme and go with that. We don't need to spend our time on that though. Okay, so that's the big thing with that. Now, back to the power hour in the morning thing. Here's my problem. Oh, I got it. She's muted. Okay. Here's the thing. I really, really struggle with, I always make these awesome plans, like my schedule, and I overbook myself. Does anybody else do that? Or I think that I can get like 50 things done in a 20-minute time period, and then I'm ticked when I only get like one of them done. Okay. So what we're going to be working on for the next few weeks is called our Miracle Morning. And I've had this workbook since last October. It legit has not one word written in it. Because each week I'm like, oh yeah, I'm going to do my Miracle Morning again next week. Guys, how many times a month do I say, on Monday, I'm going to start working out in the mornings? Like every Monday. And how many Mondays have I worked out last semester? Like 0. Even on the last day of school, I was like, I'm going to prove to myself because it's the last day of school that I can actually do this. My alarm wins every single time. Okay, now I know that. So I'm going to stop saying that, and I'm going to be realistic. I like to sleep in. And so now I have the luxury to do it for literally 2 months. But I'm going to use these 2 months as an example. So I am not going to start my Miracle Morning until 8:30 in the morning. And to me, that's sleeping in like a lot. Okay? So I am not going to start this until 8:30. My goal is to do this for 2 months so much that I fall in love with it, that it's okay if I bump that to 6 o'clock instead of 8:30 when school time starts again. Okay? So if you're working a job right now that you know you have to get up at 6 o'clock in the morning and there's no way you can get anything done before you leave, you don't do your Miracle Morning until you get home and you just call it your Miracle Afternoon. But these are your non-negotiables for the day. Your day can't go on until this is done. My Miracle Morning looks different than Kelsey's, which is going to look different than yours, which is going to look different to the Brady Bunch next to you. Like, none of ours is going to look the same. But I'm going to go ahead and tell you what my non-negotiables are for the morning. And you're going to be like, yeah, they're the same for all of us. Yes, but they're going to look a little different. I literally wrote down wake up. Okay? Here's the thing. If I can't cross it off, it's not happening. I understand I would wake up at some point in time. But wake up has to happen. To get all of this going, that has to be first. So I'm going to write wake up. Now, Kelsey's looks like this. She like wakes up and she chugs a glass of water to like kickstart her day. She eats breakfast and does her personal development and does this meditation thing now. And it's awesome. It looks really, really good. That's not me. So I'm going to do mine this way. I'm going to wake up at 8:30. I'm going to chug my pre-workout. That's how I'm going to start the day. I just got new. I haven't had it for like 3 months, and I had it the other day, and I was like, oh. So I'm going to chug my pre-workout, but I'm going to drink it while I read my personal development, 15 minutes. Okay, guys, I don't do that. I haven't read in a week. I've listened to podcasts about every other day. That's horrible. Okay, podcasts are great. Nothing against podcasts. Yes, Victoria, you're so right. I'm bad. I'm very bad. But I've got to get back at that. And I have been so self-confidently like in a shell. I was just talking to Lee about this. I've talked to a couple of people about this even on Wednesday. Like, I have just not been myself. And I know it's because I'm letting my personal journey slip and I'm not reading personal development. So my first thing is I'm going to read my personal development. Like, that's straight up like 5 minutes after I've gotten out of my bed. And right now I go through the whole entire day and don't do it. So if I can truly implement this, how is the rest of my day going to go every day this summer? Probably a lot better than they're going right now. So I'm going to read for 15 minutes and then I'm going to press play every single day by 8:45 in the morning. I'm going to be working out. Did you hear me? I didn't say 6:45 because we know that wouldn't happen. Okay? I'm going to restart The Universe Has Your Back because I've started it twice and gotten to page like 3, legit 3. Like, I have not read it yet. So I'm going to read The Universe Has Your Back. Okay, so then I'm going to work out. Now, the next thing I wrote down is post number 1. It has been about 12 o'clock in the afternoon every single day for the last, I don't know how long I can remember. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I haven't even like looked at social media today. Or like, I haven't even posted, you know, and I'm not saying you have to post all this stuff, but I've been getting anxiety about posting, guys. That's not okay. That's not what this is about. Because at work, I don't have time to post. And I would get there and I'd be like, I haven't posted anything and I can't post while I'm here because I've got this and this to do. And 3 o'clock comes around and then that's 2 posts in the evening and they're too close together and people are going to think I'm crazy. And I'm like, you sound crazy. That's why people are going to think you're crazy because you're being crazy, you know? So don't let posting be the thing that's holding you back. Schedule it in and do it. Okay? So I'm going to do post 1 right after that workout. Why? Because I'm not saying it has to be a workout post every day. But I'm going to have a fresh, clear head. If there's a topic that I want to write about, I've just read personal development for 15 minutes and worked out for 30. There is no better time to post about your health and fitness journey than right after doing that. Okay? I literally next wrote in shower. If I don't write it down, it's not happening. I'm being dead serious. So I'm going to shower. After I shower, I'm going to drink my Shakeology. This is going to get me to about 9:30, okay? Normally by 9:30 in the school year, I'm on meal 2. I drink my Shakeology on the way and I'd be eating like breakfast by this point. But I know that, yes, I'll post the recording. Here, I'll type that in here. So this is a little later than I would like it to be, probably. I mean, no, I'd like it to be later because I'd like to sleep longer. But it's probably a little later for eating wise than I would like it to be. But I'm rolling with it. I'm going to be so realistic with myself to know that I will not be getting up at 6:30 in the morning. Because I don't make enough money as a teacher to not enjoy the summer break. That's why I'm doing it. So I'm going to sleep until 8:30. I'm going to get my workout done. I'm going to get my personal development done. I'm going to shower. Okay, that's great and all. I'm done. Everything that has to do with me is done by 9:30, 10 o'clock in the morning every single day. So what's that mean for the rest of the day? Well, I have some days I skip my power hour because I don't have time because I haven't done my workout. Well, that's not going to be an excuse anymore. Or sometimes I don't do my workout because I haven't made connections for the last 2 days, so I need to really dig deep and do my power hour. Well, that's not going to be an issue because I'm going to be working out every day. So I am going to get up, get that miracle morning done, so my excuses are out of the way. Okay, so this is what that's going to look like. All right, we're at 10 o'clock in the morning. From 10 to 11:30, an hour and a half, I've got to do homework every day. Every day. Because I was only doing it like 3 days a week, and I got so far behind with my last 2 classes, and I have 4 right now. So here's the thing, I'm going all in. I got to do it every single day for an hour and a half. It's not going to be fun, but it'll get done and it'll be much better when it is. So then when that is finished, I'm going to give myself a half an hour of business time. That does not mean anything with a power hour. Business time. Half an hour right before I go on my lunch break. I'm going to do a half an hour of business time. And what that means is, yes, I'm sure that is difficult. So that is something that I can let a mom Beachbody coach speak with you about, because I don't have that right now, but I will. She put in the comments, having 4 kids there every day is very hard to follow a schedule. I can only imagine that is difficult. And I can like hook you up with somebody to talk to about that. I don't have experience there yet, but I can help you find somebody who does. Oh, you're good, Lizzie. Welcome. Nice to see you. Okay, so I don't remember what I was saying. Okay, so after business time, what does business time mean? For me, that means time for me to get organized. That is something I've been lacking. That's the time that when those conversations that have just popped into your box overnight, to log them, to track them, because I forget to do that and then they get lost in my inbox. It's for those people who you didn't think were ever going to reply to you, but they actually just replied 4 days later because they don't check Messenger kind of people. It's for me to go in and log those and track those. That 30 minutes is for me to make Success Club boards. That 30 minutes is for me to post in the challenge group or whatever else needs done. Now, that 30 minutes is going to actually be, I'm not going to do homework on Sundays, and my homework time is going to be my business time, because on Sundays is when I plan out our challenge groups and those kind of things. So I'm just going to be replacing that time. Every day by noon, I'm shutting my computer off. From noon to 7 o'clock at night, I'm doing whatever I want to do. If that's go to the pool, that's great. If it's clean my house, that's okay. If it's go buy teacher stuff and get prepared for next year, because 2 months is going to fly by, that's great. From 7 to 8 o'clock every night, that's my goal. It might end up being 8 to 9. Every night I'm going to do an actual power hour. And I am going to do that in the evenings, because I truly believe that I will have better traction when I do. I know there's not the perfect time to message somebody, but I am going to do my messages in the evening. Now, let's say I know I'm going somewhere in the evening. I will do my power hour from 12 to 1. And then from 1 till all the way till the next morning, I will have free. Okay? This schedule isn't supposed to be something that's concrete, set in stone. You can't budget. You need to have a panic attack if something comes up kind of thing. No. The point of being in this business is for luxury, to help people while you're on your own journey. This miracle morning, though, if I let slip 4 mornings in a row, do you think it's even worth doing? No. The miracle morning piece, those 5 things in there, 10 things in there, whatever it is that you have in your miracle morning, that's a non-negotiable. That's an everyday. You're going to do that. And then the other things you've got scheduled in. To me, my power hour needs to be a non-negotiable for the next 2 months. Every day, hour of power of helping people and doing it. To review my power hour, it's going to look like this. I'm going to break up my time between checking my post to write down the names of new people, which recently has been nobody. That's okay. I'll just go back and make both connections. So then you go in and you write those names down. The next thing I do is I add 10 people. I send thank yous to those people who have added me back. I send happy birthdays during that time. I send donuts if that's what I'm doing for the day, and we can talk about those more later. I then do my 10 follow-ups, And I've been trying to do 5 Hey Girls a day. That would be 5 brand new conversations. I close it up with 15 minutes of inbox time, which means if people answer me during the rest of those 45 minutes, I'm not talking to them. But I'm going to give them 15 minutes at the end to just go back and forth. Okay? Raise your hand if that's easy for you to do, to watch an inbox, something pop into your inbox and then not reply to it. Oh my gosh, it's like pulling teeth for me. I'm like, but they replied. I need to get over to them. You know, like I literally freak out. Yeah, just take your time and okay. All right, what questions do you have? Guys.
I have a quick question. What did I miss in the first 10 minutes?
Oh, so I'll put the recording, but we did our miracle morning, and I kind of reviewed it because I kind of like to ramble, you know. But I talked about making a schedule, making non-negotiables, and getting up. For the next few weeks, we're going to be working out of this booklet called The Miracle Morning. Next week, we're going to talk about our plans of action, where our focus is and where our efforts should be. We're going to talk about how to match up the money that we want to make versus the amount of work that we're putting in. Are we working too much sometimes? Do we really need an hour? Can we get this done in a half an hour? How do we really be smart with our time and not just drag it out and do all of these random?
Okay. Thanks.
And we're doing a Team Cup.
Yeah, oh, yes. Sorry, we're doing our own version of Team Cup. It does not have a name, but I think it's going to start tomorrow. If I can get all the graphics made tomorrow, I think it's going to start tomorrow. But we're going to be in groups of 3, I believe. I've got to look at our team to see who wants to participate. But I think I'm going to put us in groups of 3. It's going to be a brand new coach. Hi! A brand new coach, somebody who's been on the team for a little bit, and then a leader, all in groups of 3. And you'll get points accordingly. And I'll put a spreadsheet up and kind of put the rules up with that too. But we'll get a prize for that. So, okay. Time block is another thing my corporate mentor was talking to me about and looking at my notes with her. Time blocking. So, pretty much what we've been talking about with the schedule. Now, you schedule your day however you want to. If you want to use Google Calendar, use Google Calendar. If you want to use a piece of paper, use a piece of paper. If you want to write it out every night like I used to, my hand would get a little tired. So do whatever works best for you and however you're going to be most successful. Okay? All right, we're going to hop on the Challenger call. We'll go ahead and just get on it a few minutes early, but we'll end this link. I might have posted the same one because somebody just popped on here whose name was Chelsea, and that's one of my challengers, so I might have done the wrong thing. And I made 2 separate links, so just click on whichever link is under the challenge group one. Okay? See you in a second.